Guys, welcome to Let's Go Fishing. We are fishing Vosrite fishing adventures on the Vaal River. Home base, Manapools.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah. and these two guys don't need any introduction. What's your name now? Papgooi Of Niks. They joined us.
There we go.
Brandon and Marnus, and we are having a ball.
Lekker, Oom, thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for coming out. That we are allowed to join you on one of your shoots. We really appreciate it. So guys,
it's not even 11 yet. We're having the time of our lives. We're gonna braai now. Shoot is over.
We have to braai.
We have to braai. Maybe.
I've got some lekker kudu and Impala game wors.
And
that's gonna be
while
lekker.
We're doing the opening, Rod's running. Lekker.
Did you see that Michael Jackson walk?
There we go. Lekker.
Boom.
So I decided to gamble. Everyone's testing Loki's beautiful new carp tips. And I said, bring the Apex. I'm gambling. Ons vang groot of ons gaan huis toe. And I put it there in the stream. About 25 minutes, guys. And we are on with a banger. So Apex does seem to do exactly
what it should be doing.
We've got a one hook trace on.
Is that why your thumb is so red?
The advantage of the one hook trace is I know it's not going to get snagged up. I can get directly in line with the fish and I can bring it out.
So Brandon, good news or bad news?
Hit me with the bad news.
There's a snag just here. Good news.
Double X 10-pound line.
There we go. he's got it. He's got it. But it's a serious snag, and there's one where your fish is about now. So you got one hook on. So, but try and keep it away from. Let's go. Let's move that way. I'm going to grab the net. Go that way. I'll meet you there. All right.
Hierdie ou is ontstel. Hy's 2 weke wakker en hy's aan die lyn.
I think it's one of those ones that just woke up angry this morning. Just keep it away from. Come this side, bro. Go that side. Go that side. Pull it into the corner.
We're almost on the leader. Let me get on the leader there. Let's pull it. Let's pull it.
Oh, nice. Better fish. They do love that barber apex. So what we did, we had 2 muties. One was called barbel mutie, and then the other one was apex. So the apex was made for predator fish, but they were so close in flavor, we decided to join them together. And the flavor that's out of that mutie now doesn't smell like braaivleis anymore, because there's a lot of krill on it.
Mooi en rooi.
And it's red. And here we go.
My little Gucci handbag. There we go, guys. Beautiful first fish here at Vosrite. The day can really only get better from here. There you go, my friend. Thanks for the fight. Enjoy.
Cast another one.
Bommy.
That's a biggie butter.
Bommy.
I'm not inviting you again. Let's catch another one.
David, wat gaan nie aan, chom? Check daai storie. Julle môre sessie by Vosrite. Sit sommer besluit om gou vroeg vanoggend 'n lekker barberstokkie te gooi. En there we go. Vis aan. Let's take it. Gelukkig swem hy na die regte kant toe. Hy swem weg van die snags af hierso, so dit help daarom. Nou moet ons net hoop is 'n mooie. Dit sal help. Julle, dis hoe mense oggend begin by die Vaalrivier. Stout.
Boom, jagalaga!
Die eerste barbertjie klein, maar hy's in.
Klein maar getrein.
Môre, hoe gaan dit?
Middag.
Die middag omtrent. Ja, julle was so 'n bietjie laat geweest.
Bietjie laat.
Maar dis alright. Maar julle, welkom by Vosrite. Ons skop ons hom af. Julle signature series Vosrite, Papgooi Of Niks, 'n lekker dag.
Lekker dag. Vandag vang ons enige iets.
Alles wat byt.
As
sy. There we go, julle. Welkom by Vosrite.
Right guys, my right hand rod is ready to go in. So Lodewijk mental muddy on the bomb, and then what I did here is just a small white doe with a custard bullet backing behind. I'm going to dedicate this rod for muddies for today, so hopefully we catch one of those bullet Vaal River muddies, the ones that we normally get here at Vosrite. It's a fish that's very underrated. Pound for pound, one of the hardest fighting fish in the Vaal River. let's see if we can get a couple of them today. I'm going to bait up my left-hand rod, which is my carp fishing rod for the day. So where we're fishing for carp at Vosrite, especially on monopools, is we've got a rocky bank down that side, a rock point that goes 3/4 across the river, and that basically channels the main stream down the other side. Now if we do around about a 85-meter cast, we into the stream at the other side. So we tap it down a bit, we do about an 80-meter cast, and we cast into the stream, and it just falls out of the stream into the deep water, onto a nice sandbank, and normally we catch big carp there. I'm baiting up my carp rod, SWG float, sweet white garlic, for the guys that's looking for a proper garlic float. That's the one the float of choice. You can fish this float without a dough, but whenever I come to the Vaal River, I like to back it up with either a white dough or a custard bullet. I'm fishing a number 2 hook, so I'm going to put quite a big bait onto this because I want to catch a proper carp. A nice thick dough, and I'm making it a bit longer, just like that. And then on my top hook, I'm going to put a almond pip. So just a single almond pip, no backing, no dough, no nothing behind it. What's happening here? Come on. Alright, signs of good things to come when the hooks hook everything early morning. There's my almond pip, just hooked like that. I'm going to put a small stopper dough up here and just leave them to hang loose. And what I'm going to do on the mealy bomb, we're approaching the spawning season, so I'm going to go a bit musky, a little bit of rampage on the bomb, maybe top that up with something spicy and get it out there and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of rampage on the bomb. So rampage is one of the dips we use when the spawning season approaches, and as you can see, I'm not shy with that. And what I'm doing with that is just a little bit of Bun Spice 101, the old black magic, just a little bit. Just going to tape that down. It's quite messy, but when the spawning season approaches, you want a lot of dip, especially the musky dips, and you want a lot of color as well. We might catch a small fish or two, but that's all right. Let's get it in. I prepared a couple of bait balls, just signature series feed, a little bit of grit, a little bit of our betaine maize pellets, and a squeeze of Lodewyk on each bomb. So throwing it underhand about 15 meters, and I'll put a bit to Marnus aside as well. Just get that line, and we'll give it a couple of minutes and they'll come looking for it. So hopefully it's going to draw in a couple of muddies.
Julle, waar hardloop my barberstok nou? Jene, lyk my ek gaan in die barbers wees vandag. Dit gaan my game wees. Ek sal nou daar op 'n blouse spot 'n muddy of 2 try steel, maar vir nou chala tyd. Lekker. As julle, dis daai barbertjie nou hier op die kant. Beautiful. Weer nie 'n grootte nie. Vang nog steeds die kleintjies, maar hy is daarom al weer bietjie beter as die vorige 2. So, there we go. Hey. Nog 'n chala in die nek. There we go. As julle, beautiful klein Charlie hier by Vosrite. Gaan bly gooi vir hulle tot ek 'n grootte kry. Let's go. Bly gooi tot ons 'n grootte kry, maar dis lekker. Ons is besig om vis te vang. Let's go.
Nog 'n bietjie Vosrite. Boom chakalaka. I just came to rebait this muddy rod, and as I got to the box, I wanted to take out another trace to leave this one in while I was baiting up the other one, and I just saw the policeman give a couple of shakes and boom, off it went. On those couple of balls that I threw in with that lurewijk on, it's a very effective way to get the muddies in the Vaal River. And you'll be surprised at how many times you actually catch carp right on your feet. Normally what we do at the Vaal River, we want to fish against the other side, and people ask, but why don't you just fish on your feet? There's a lot more noise on your feet, obviously, and so it is better to catch the carp on the other side because they are a bit more tentative to the noise. But the muddies, they don't care. Once they get on that feed, they'll just stay on it. I just want to get this way, bully it this way, because there's a big snag on my left. It's called Loki's tree, and I want to lose this fish in that tree. Kom papi. The nice thing about these muddies is you only know it's a muddy once you can see it. Because I've caught so many big carp right on my feet. Is it a muddy, Buta?
Proper muddy.
Ah, boom chakalaka.
Proper muddy. You see.
Here we go.
Some tank muddy.
Here we go.
Beautiful. So there we go, guys. Lurewijk in the Vaal River. Boats.
Here we go. Yeah, bongo.
Check this unit. You don't catch these muddies in the Vaal Dam, only in the Vaal River. Check this out.
Like an average size one.
Yes, sure.
Check out this Vosrite bus of a muddy. I estimate around about 1.8, 1.9 kilos. Full of eggs, ready to spawn. And normally when you get the first one, they just switch on and they start biting. We're going to take a quick photo, and then I'm getting this fish back. When I bait up, I'll show you what I did. Okay, let's get this hook back. Normally when we put them back, they play dead for a while. Whoopsie. That one didn't play dead. As soon as it was over the water, he saw his chance. But that's why normally I'll carry them in a net. Short little distance, no harm done. Let's catch another one. Here goes me other rod. Boom! Chakalaka! This is the carp rod. I don't think this is a carp. If it is, it's going to be a small one. I reckon maybe a small yellow or another muddy. Let's see. Marnus is going to do the honors for me.
Skepping for him, Loki. Lekker.
I'm not sure what this is, Marnus. Might be another muddy.
If you're struggling to... It's quite deep here in front.
Yeah, and this water is stained, eh?
Very much.
Yeah, it's a muddy.
Nog
It only realized that it's on the line now. It came in quite easily, and now might be a small barbel. Can't see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Small barbel. You meismongels. What? Yeah, well, that's the advantage of throwing a garlic, SWG garlic float. The small barbel.
Another small barbel.
Yeah, the whole Vaal River system. If you put on a worm or just that float without a dough, normally they'll pick it up. And I fished a couple of klapkoms where you just can't buy a bite. And then I just put those two floats and just gooi it, maybe put some barber apex on the bomb, just put it out, leave it, and lo and behold, that's normally the rod that will get you going. And once you catch that first fish, it's normally lights on and they start coming out. Like a banana.
Booms and gone.
We'll call that one quick banana. Alright.
That's the song, Bob.
That's why we do it over the water. No, I'm done. That one jumped out of Marnus's hands. It's been a quiet morning, but all of a sudden 2 bites. Marnus had a couple of barbel. Throwing for them. I might be doing that a bit later. But my mission is to catch one of those Vaal River carp on this rod, and then on the other rod I need to catch a couple of muddies today. Let's go fishing. Alright guys, my favorite murray, all-time murray combo. Menthol murray. So it says menthol murray because it's got a strong menthol taste. Can't show you the sticker because some of the flavoring got onto the bottle, and if you wipe it then, ooh, and when it's empty like that, you do this. I need a new bottle and a new sticker. Menthol murray. And then the way I like to fish it, I like to fish it with lurewyk. And what I do with my lurewyk, if it doesn't run out on me, is I like to spin it like this, make a little bit of ice cream of it, just like that. It's something that I do fish quite heavy, and now my hands are red, but that catches you loads of muddies in the whole Vaal River system. But it's also a very good carp combo. If you fish the Vaal Dam and you haven't got anything to throw it on both your rods, make one shallow, cast one deep, you'll catch both species. The carp really like it. Let's get it in and catch another one. So I'm going to do an underhand cast with this rod, just where I pitch the balls in. So it's just like that, and 3-line it, let it go down. That might be a bit close, but we'll see now if it's gonna bite or not. Another custard bullet. So I'm going to take a custard bullet, put it behind my two sweet SWG floats, sweet white garlic floats, just to make sure that float is going to sit on the bottom. That's where the carp are feeding, but it will sit very lightly on the bottom. I don't like the floats to stand up, especially where I'm casting this rod. It's going close to the mainstream on the other side, where most of the flow is. Lots of yellows there, so if something stands up and there's too much movement, you always pick up small yellows. And then I'm just using a small piece of that bullet as a stopper right there. All right, so we got a little barbel on the previous rod. I'm going to do something new, something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I actually brought this with to try it out for muddies, and I'll do that a bit later, but now it's going into that stream for the carp. M3, one of our new dips. It's a berry-ish dip, but this is something special, and I'm not going to be shy with this. And I'm going to do one hook just like that. When you dream about something working and you go to a place where it worked, gooi it just like that, nothing else. Let's get it into that main current on the other side. SWG float, custard bullet packing, M3 on the bomb. Manus, you ready to go out?
Yes, yeah, I'm ready for my muddy. So muddy menthol, lurewyk, sweet white dough, and a half of a sweet white garlic oozer.
Okay.
Just to lift it up a little bit off the bottom, just to see if I can't get a bit of an aggressive bite on it, or an easy bite, a quick bite on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna underhand it into the water here. And
come over to my side.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start poaching a little bit.
Once.
But once. Only once.
No, go.
Right, go. Let's get it in the water, guys.
All right. It's been a quite slow day on the Vaal River. Lots of fish activity on top. And what I decided to do with this rod, I decided to go right up into the current on the other side, and this was in the water for about 15 minutes now. So it's working. Also put in a couple of extra mealie bombs on the short rod. We had that quick muddy this morning. Missed another one, had a yellow and gone. And sometimes when that happens, you just have to put in a bit more feed to see if you can get them. This fish is heading straight towards that snag. I'm going to bring it this way. Exactly the same bait that was on here previously, just went a bit further. And sometimes when you do have a bit of snags in the river, there's no harm in hardening up your mealie bomb, because what happens when you harden up your mealie bomb is if it stays on, it pops up, it brings the fish up, and sometimes you just get to come over the snags. Of course, when it comes off, it's the same old, and they can go into the snags. This fish is heading straight to that snag. I don't want to pull too hard. I don't know what this is. I think it might be another muddy, because there is a lot of them in that current on the other side. As it comes closer, it just grows heavier and heavier. Is jy reg, Boeta?
Uncle Lou, let's go.
Let's see what this is. Ooh, I like that yellow leader.
Another unit.
I hope so. What is that? Muddy.
Yeah.
Ah, small barbel. Can you believe it? Ah,
There you go,
yo
sir.
mice. Let me just do something here. Hy stink soos 'n groote. 20 kilo, not too bad. Yeah, see, that's a disappointment, but it's a result at the end of the day. So I'm just going to go back into that current and see if we can. Marnus, I just did a banana one for you. So I'm going to go straight back into that current, same bait. When they're active, it's a result at the end of the day, not what we want to catch, but for the guys fishing tournaments, fishing competitions, like I said earlier, if nothing happens, put that sweet white garlic float out. These small barbels, they love it. And if you're fishing the Vaal dam, put a small piece of snakeworm or kariba behind that sweet white garlic float and you'll make points. I'm going to get this one back. Let's catch another one. It's very hot on the island, and sometimes when we go into that season where the spawn is about to happen, like I said earlier, time to make a change. So I'm going to a Kiana float. The Kiana oozing floats, nice and bright in color. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a float with a small white doe behind it, and then I'm going to go back to that rampage what we used earlier, because there is a lot of activity on the other side. No spawning activity that we can identify, but where they are active, that's where you need to go for them. It seems like the fish are up in the water column. So if they're up in the water column, go a bit shallower, because your chances of getting a bite is way better. So rampage, I'm just going to put enough rampage on here. I want to catch a small yellow, but it's a chance that I'm willing to take. This longer rod keeps on producing fish, although sometimes small barbel. I'm right into that current now. Switch to one hook. This is that Kiana float, the change up that I made. So hopefully it's not a barbel. If it's another one, I think I'm going to ask Brandon for a fish head. They came prepared. They've got some barbel bait, and I might put out a barbel rod. Now it becomes a bit heavier, so maybe it's not a small barbel, maybe it's a bigger one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Or a big muddy.
Ooh.
Can you believe it? It feels like I'm into a snag there. There we go. This is definitely a heavier fish. Let's go this side, Brandon. Away from the snags. What is it? Oh, frickin' barbel.
Ek doen nice veel meer, man.
It's a bigger one. If they are there, we'll catch them. Nee man, waar's jou ou boetie wat rook?
Fully spawned.
Yeah, did you see the spawning marks? Not a big fish. These marks over here, definitely spawning marks. So that might be the reason why we're battling a bit today. Vaal River fish normally spawn when the carp starts spawning, the barbel will start. Muddies always follow a bit later. But given that condition of the muddy that I caught this morning, they might be on it as well. Big or small, we catch them all. Like and subscribe our channel, and yeah, give us a comment where you want us to go next. On with another fish on the short rod. Man, it's a toil. It's hot, it's windy, it's swirling, then the wind's from the left, then it's from the right, and it's difficult fishing conditions. I'm not sure what this is.
Tough though.
Yeah, Brandon, just check. It's gonna scooter off now. What? That muddy.
Skip ons aggressief.
Yeah. Let me just get some cold water there. That was a quick one. Looky. What a muddy. And this is definitely not the biggest one for the day. Around about 1.5 kilos. Really shallow. I saw some activity on the feet that we put into the water. The deep rods, it's just dead, nothing happening. And if something happens, it's a barbel. I think I'm going to bring that deeper rod shallow, increase my chance of catching another couple of muddies. I'm going to get this one back, bait both up, and get it out there. Lodewijk mental muddy works everywhere in South Africa if you want to catch muddies. If you haven't tried it, get on it. It works for me and it will work for you. Hello. There we go. Alright, let's get it back. Come on. Mental muddy. I had a switch around. My previous one was empty. Luckily I had one in the spare box. Don't let the muti come onto the sticker. It eats it up instantly, very strong. So what I did now is I put the mental muddy on. I'm just going to leave it so that it runs down the mealie bomb. Now I'm going to put my does on, just 2 small little white does with a custard bullet behind that. For the Vaal River, I use a number 1 fear none hook, and then you can use, if it's really tough, you can use a 08, but for these big muddies it's not necessary. That number 1 is a good all-rounder hook. My custard bullet, I'm just going to break that in half. I'm going to make a bit bigger bait. Going to put half a bullet just onto the eye of the hook. So that one's on. This is how I do it. So half a bullet, squeeze it flat like that, put it in the middle like that, and just wrap it around and just roll it a bit between your fingers, and that's the end result. Might move it down a bit. Let's move it down a bit. Just, yes, there we go. That's a bit better. Okay, have another look. That's a bit better. Bulky little bait. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my Lodewijk and I'm going to just make a nice little ice cream like that. There we go. That's how it's gonna flow onto that shallow spot, and just wait it out. Catch another one. Alright, here we goes. Bring it back a bit. Guys, I decided to bring my long rod in shorter. So I'm busy baiting up just two plain white does on this rod. Two biggish white does on the hook. And then this red is dazzled, which is a devil's track cheese dip. Muddies do like that as well. So what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to cover or over that is put a little bit of lurewyk. I don't really want to get my fingers into this because it's going to stink until I get into the shower.
May I borrow some of your dazzle?
You may.
Thank you.
So, and what I like doing with this is just touch that top dough with this. So that's a lekker red little dough. And that's going to go really short now. The mealy bomb is really soft, and that's definitely going to stay behind. When it's tough, make sure your mealy bomb stays behind. Or you can make it really hard to force them onto your hook bait. I like to make it soft. When it doesn't work, I'll go the opposite way. I'm going to take my long rod out and get this and make it a short rod now. I switched my rods around, so the new short rod is going onto the right hand side, a little bit more to the right. Ooh, that is super. When I was young, there was a chicken ad, Farmer Brown chickens. Hulle lyk so lekker, want ons eet so lekker. So
stukkie vleisie by die braai, ja, stukkie vleisie op die braai saam met visvang. Ou, kry nie beter as dit.
Awesome, awesome stuff.
Dis net lekker.
Guys, I want to use this opportunity. Thanks for watching our channel. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Every time a new program drops, you'll get notified. You also have a new YouTube channel now.
So we also have a new YouTube channel, still very slow, very young.
In its infancy.
In its infancy.
Papgooi Of Niks.
Papgooi Of Niks, yes.
Okay,
and
so
then obviously Facebook, TikTok.
Please look them up. They do awesome stuff in the fishing industry. And I've got this motto: today I grow your business, tomorrow you grow mine. That's how it is. So
yes.
like also subscribe, hit the notification bell on their channel as well. It's about fishing at the end of the day.
It's all about the fishing.
Uncle, thanks so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, for a lekker day.
Absolute pleasure.
And for the wildvoer.
Yeah, and for the wildvoersie, yes.
Kudu and Impala, man oh man, oh man. This is
Awesome.
gonna be lekker.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next one. I invited them to come and fish at my house. We're gonna catch some kerper.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's gonna be lekker.
I'm not telling them about the sharp side of the kerper, so that's gonna be fun. We'll do that pretty soon, and then we'll see where the next episode takes us. We're gonna catch one or two more fish, chow down, and then unfortunately I don't sleep over tonight, but I brought you some lekker goodies, some particle mix and stuff.
Yes,
you can use that tonight and make
Thank you so very much.
lekker
We really
feeling spot.
appreciate it, guys. So yeah, let's go fishing. Signature series.
Papgooi Of Niks.
Papgooi Of Niks.
It works for us. It'll work for you.
There we go.
Thanks Vosrite. Guys.
En dan julle, ja, weer eens baie dankie vir julle ook. Dit was lekker, man.
Vosrite is my favorite spot on the Vaal.
Makes two of us.
Because you don't catch those bus muddies.
Bus muddies, daai muddies.
Man. The bad thing is you can't get a muddy to fish bobble with. If you put that muddy on, you normally get a bobble that's head butted.
Yeah. That's klaar.
Where they come out, so the bobble is kaput, eh?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you want to fish at Vosrite, visit their website. Everything's on the website. We'll put the website down below. We'll put Henning's number on. And it's one of those places that if you haven't fished Vosrite, you haven't fished the Vaal.
Yeah, you haven't fished the Vaal yet. It's really a spectacular piece of river.
Yeah, today's difficult. Today's difficult, but it's fishing and we keep it real.
Yes.
So next time you come here, you don't get two rods into the water to catch those muddies.
Yeah,
And,
quick enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it's
and
some
there's
awesome
big carp,
fish.
yeah. All right.
Beautiful.
Super stuff.
Nou,
Let's chow.
kom ons eet. Dankie julle.
So Uncle O is into the muddies now. I was very jealous, put my rod right between his two, on his spot. Result, and I changed to Dazzled, which is a cheese and devil's drag tip.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
But you also had one of the floats on. Which float did you put on there?
I had a HKGK.
Okay, that's a maize float. So same as the millibomb. So lekker.
But it was just a sighter. I had a nice long white dough behind it, and I just put the yellow there to, you know, kind of break the color, have something there to excite it
Yeah.
and dazzle it.
Let's do it again.
Thank you, Uncle O.
Pleasure.
Magnificent.
We got another fish on here, short rod. Thanks Brandon for hooking my rod. I recasted this and 5 minutes, boom, on.
You're most welcome.
But it's heading towards that snag now and I'm afraid to pull it too hard. Ja, kom hierdie kant toe. Here we go.
Good news and bad news for you.
Ja, what's the bad news? Snag and double X.
The bad news is the day is almost over.
Oh shit, but I got your other line. That's a lucky thing about the yellow double X. You can, come on, you can do it. Oh, gatapatata, there we go. Kom frikkie. Choo 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 choo. This is a nice fish. It's gonna go under this line. These muddies fight really hard. And the scary thing is, this is a nice one.
It's a Roland Ward muddy.
We call him Brahman muddies. It's got shoulders like a proper Brahman bull.
Yo.
There's a little trick that I did. I'll show you guys now. I had to rebait, did it off camera. Book 7, page 3. Muddy trick to catch him. You can't really do it when you fish in a dam if you cast far, but in a river where you fish close you can do it. I'll show you when we rebait what it is. Oh, come. And this is the nice thing about muddies. Hard fight under the rod tip and anything can happen. Here we go, Brandon. Yep, oh, go. Ooh. Let's put it on the mat. Boys, this makes my day. What a fish. Easily 1.8 kilos. Fat, ready to spawn. Proud. One of my favorite Vaal River fish. A lot of people look down on these fish and they don't even fish for them. But catching these fish on light tackle, small hooks, thin hook line, gives you a tremendous fight. What a privilege to catch something like this. Let's get it straight back. I want to show you what I did on the hook baits. Small little change up. I actually forgot about it, and now that I did it, this was literally in the water for 5 minutes where we were struggling to get bites. I'm going to do it again, show you, and next time when you visit the Vaal River, try it. It works for me, it will definitely work for you. Here we go. Thank you, Buta. Now it's going to play dead for a while. Oh, winner. You're free, you can go. It's going to swim off now. Boonks!
Beautiful.
Okay. Alright, boys and girls, that's my presentation. So what I did here is 2 small little white does, and I took a little bit of the feet, softened it up, knead into a doughish like texture, and I basically flattened it out, dropped it into the U of the hook, and just put it around the hook on both. So there's a small little white dough. If that dissolves, that's going to stay there, and then mental muddy on the bottom, Lodewijk on top of that. That's basically my muddy combination. And as I said when I caught that fish, I just fish it in front of the feed now, just bringing it back a bit, just to get outside of it, because I think there's a little bit too much feed where they are. So if you bring it outside of it and they encounter it there, they're going to chow it. There's nothing else for them to chow. I'm getting it back in. Let's see how long this one takes.
Guys, finally I'm also on with the muddy, but not with my own rod. I ran out of Charlie baits, couldn't get the muddies on my spot, so Mloki was kind enough to sponsor me one of his rods to also catch one of these tanks. Hopefully it's a good one.
That's a special bait again with that little piece of millibomb, eh?
With the little piece of millibomb, that was like 10 minutes and it went. So that is something to remember, guys. If you're ever fishing close range, fishing for muddies, that is something that you have to do. Yeah.
It looks lekker. It looks nice.
There we go.
A lot of our overseas viewers keep on asking me, what does lekker means? Lekker means lekker.
Lekker means lekker. There's no other way to describe it. Lekker means lekker.
Let me describe that. When you eat ice cream, that tastes in your mouth, that's lekker.
That's lekker.
It's good, it's tasty, it's everything in between. Good emotions. Ooh! So when we say lekker in South Africa, we mean everything is shanana.
Couldn't get better.
This is a bus. Give me back my rod.
Sorry, hy is gegee. Hy is geskenk.
No taxis, backsies.
No taxis, backsies. Yeah. And with this deep water in front,
yeah, the fight's just here.
It has a fighting chance.
Just take your time.
Yeah, Vosrite has amazing.
Amazing.
Guys.
But my other rod is on more or less the same distance, but it hasn't got that piece of millibomb.
Here we go.
Biggest one for the day.
Guys,
done and dusted. School bus with children. What a fish, Buddha, what a fish.
Yes, Mlowa, super thank you. I was struggling to catch these guys today, but luckily you showed us the magic bait for short range muddy fishing. And guys, what a fishing hack that is when you come to Vosrite to fish for these muddies. Check this thing, it looks like a tank, and it is a tank. It is beautiful.
I estimate this over 2 kilos.
Yes, yeah. And they put up a fight that you won't believe, guys. It's insane.
Yeah, when you come to Vosrite, bring a 7-foot rod for this.
Oh yes, definitely.
That is so much fun.
Because I think we are fishing like 20 meters or so.
If it's 20 meters.
If it's 20 meters and you catch this, guys, it's insane.
Yeah, throw a couple of millibombs with a hand, and give it a bit. And just fish outside of that. Do what we did. We're gonna do it once more. I wanted to go home now, but
now they're on the bite and now we're staying. There we go. So guys, there we go. Another beautiful muddy here at Vosrite. What a privilege to catch this. And Loki, what a privilege to spend the day with you. Thank you so very much.
Absolute pleasure. Hold it up for a cutaway and then I'm leaving you to release it.
That's safe.
When Marnus released that muddy, it played dead for a while, so it's basically a defense mechanism. What they do is after they go through a little bit of stress and you want to release them back, they sort of disorientated and they don't know what to do. They're not fussy anymore, so they don't know what to do, and they'll come up and play dead, and if you just touch them they'll go off. So don't take them out, just rather keep them in the landing net for a bit. And then what you do, you'll see they'll swim off. I'm quickly going to show you this again. So that's my little doe, And what I did with my mealie bomb is I took the mealie bomb and I just wetted it a bit and give it extra moisture, and it becomes really soft. That's almost too wet now, so if it's too wet, just add a bit of dry mealie bomb to it again. You can use the feeder feet as well for this. Then I just flatten it out like this, let it sink into the U of the hook, and just squeeze it around the little dough like that. It looks like a big hook bait, but it's not. And this the same. So flatten it out into the U, fold it around the hook, and just press gently on that. Easy peasy, muddy wheezy. Here we go. Moody time, mental muddy. The stickers on this tip just does not last. Proper stuff that we put in there. There we go, Lodewijk. Let's put it in.
How's from lower? Lekker.
From low. This is just a token of our appreciation. So you can,
Ja, lekker,
Just to say thank you for the day, for everything, for
you
the
can
tips,
remember
the
the
tricks.
day.
Dis
You,
bietjie klein hoor.
You fished with
Ek kan nie groot koppie hoor.
groot kop kry langs die water.
Thank you very much. I'm
No,
going
we
to
really appreciate it, and that's just a small thank you from our side. To just say thank you for spending your day with us. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Henning just complained that he hasn't got a signature here his hat.
So you can donate that one
No.
next time, man.
next time.
Thanks guys, appreciate. You do a paddle.
Yes, we do. We do the shirts and we do the caps.
So if guys
and
want,
jackets,
if they want to contact you, where do they contact you?
They
There is
can-
numbers on Facebook and on our Facebook page.
Number down here.
number down there.
Call them if you want a jacket, shirt, or
One of the awesome
or a
caps.
hat. Yeah. Call
Ja,
them.
Thanks
From
so
Lou.
much.
My pleasure.
Baie
Dankie.
Ons waardeer. Baie dankie.
Pleasure.
julle.
Dankie Boeta. Fish on. Yo, maar dis hierdie een gaan jou aanval. I don't know if this is a muddy. I think it's a yellow. Where are juice? It's a muddy. It comes in and it comes and fight literally on the leader. I don't think this is a big one. This ran with a reel and it came in straight away. Yeah, where are you? Please come off, please come off. I don't want to catch the smallest muddy of the day. Woo, Picanini, Picanini. Brandon, what's interesting, I changed this hook baits to the same hook baits as the other rod, yeah. Small muddy, but if you catch one like that in the Vaal,
the Vaal Dam,
in the Vaal Dam,
you jump for joy.
yeah, then you got a big muddy. Let me just take this hook out. Thank you, Boeta. Tonks. What a day.
What a day, Wimlawa.
Lekker, lekker.
It was a tough day, but we pulled it through.
Yeah.
Couple of nice muddies.
Technical day on the Vaal. So that rod's gonna run just now, but he's gonna wait for us now.
Nou,
We've been,
vir ons wag.
yeah. Bait of the day. Bait of the day, I think, was that Lodewijk and Mental Muddy.
Mental Muddy.
That was the dip with a
Definitely
small
the
white dough.
The sweet white dough, yes.
And that little piece of mealie bomb.
Yeah, and then the technical side, putting on the little piece of mealie ball
Yeah,
on the dough.
Float of the day early morning for the barbel was that SWG float.
Definitely.
Not that we wanted to catch the barbel, but yeah, if they bite,
If they bite, we catch them.
who are we to complain? Yeah,
Well, we to complain.
Micro
definitely.
adjustments, mega results.
yeah, small things makes big changes, you know.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
but guys, thanks. We're definitely gonna do it again.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Uncle Lo,
Drive home
Stay.
safely.
David, thank you to you as well today. Appreciate it. Henning, thank you.
Arrivari, sien julle weer.
Alright, sien julle volgende keer.
Hallo, hier bly iemand aan die kant van die riete, hoor.
So, ek gaan nou die pad uitkom. There we go. Ek steel net gou weer as hierso. Kom op. Alright, there we go. Lekker Wimlawa.
Wata. Piet, my vrou. For the overseas viewers, the bird in the background, we call it Piet, my vrou. Normally when they start making themselves known, our rain season is approaching. So he's calling his wife. So calling a mating partner when they do that. And Marlis and Brennan just said it's muddy my no.
Every time the bird lets himself be known, you catch him.
It's not that fight where it goes, yeah, but it's a deep fight, yeah.
Oh.
That's how you don't do it. Moenie, don't pull faces for him. Net him.
Also the unit of the day.
Yeah, yours was bigger.
This is a machine.
I don't normally say it, but yours was bigger. What a fish, boys. We're heading off home now. That's my day. Summed up in one awesome fish.